now arriving downtown Santa Monica Station.
Basically what happened is Josh and I started going to have dinner at this little Japanese joint called Inaka on La Brea in LA. And I'd met Josh because he'd done some directing of some performance work that I'd done up at the Esalen Institute in Big Sur. And we just kind of started hanging out. But then like when we hung out, all we would talk about would be character storytelling process, both about like scripts and books and movies and TV shows, but also sort of in a larger context, sometimes even about like personal life and personal relationships.
Oh, totally. I mean, I remember it was like we would spend like the first 3 minutes talking about personal stuff. And we're like, okay, now let's talk about what do you got going on creatively? And then we would just drill down relentlessly.
Yeah. Even to the point where like knew I was lucky to be getting his feedback on whatever script I was writing, but I also knew I was about to get my head handed to me.
Come on.
Like I was about to like have everything taken apart, and I was gonna, when I reassembled it, it would be a lot better, but it needed to be broken down.
Right, it was an opening, breaking down and opening. It was both.
And then there would be a lot of like weird side arguments about real estate and my personal life.
LA stuff, you know.
LA stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was fun. And then I loved it. Like the whole restaurant was completely like they had taken all the candles away, and you know they turned the chairs upside down.
Yeah, and just to be clear, you can hear a pin drop in this restaurant. This is not a normal restaurant. A third of the people there are sitting by themselves. There's usually this one weird vegan autistic guy who just sits down at the table that faces the wall. That's right. And they don't take his order because they know what he wants. And
that was funny to see that guy come in and just sit down, and then his food just came, and he never looked at anybody.
He doesn't look. He had a baseball cap on,
and he faced the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up, because this is what Notes on Your Notes is about. Guy walks into a restaurant, goes straight to the corner, stares at the wall. He's got a baseball hat on, earbuds in. They bring him his food without him ordering. No one says a word in that relationship. This is what Notes on Your Notes is about, because if you're as interested in the process and who this human being is, that's what it means to work as an artist, to be more interested in the process than any product you create or how anyone else is going to view that product. What else do they do there when they want you to leave? They flicker the lights, but there's something else. There's like subtle stuff where like, I don't know if they bring you the check. There's something around the wall.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They bring you the check.
Yeah, they bring you the check.
There's a little bit of like, it's not really you buy, you leave, but it's like more like, there's something, it's like the chillest place, but also there's something else. Like it's like, I've never been to Japan, but I imagine it's how Japan is. It's like very mellow, but also there's some order that has to be like regulated at times.
Yeah. Yeah, they have that in spades there. Yeah. Yeah, they're very nice, very professional, but you know, at 9:55. And you know, it was really interesting. I was reflecting on that, and it was like almost every 3 to 4 months, it was like clockwork. You know, I would call you, you would call me, and we would go, time for our Inaka dinner.
Time to check in.
Yeah, but so that's the birthing. That's the birthing of Notes on Your Notes, is just going deep, exploring and talking about stuff that people don't talk about, which is really the genesis of the creative process for anyone.
We came to this podcast organically, which is ideally how you should come to your stories.
Wow. Right on. Yeah, because when it's forced, and when it's like, oh, I have an idea, then it lives in that place. But yeah, so it's an extension of that, and so that's how we came to be here, just so we could just include more people in our conversations, really.
Yeah.
It all starts with ourselves. Nothing changes until we change. Nothing changes until I change. And the only thing that's going to give you lasting change is getting deep into your process.
Yeah. What I need you to do now is go to the iTunes Store or Google Play and subscribe to Notes on Your Notes. Josh and I are so excited to be bringing you a range of episodes, from how to stay in process in a world obsessed with results, to how well you know your character and how that will impact the story you ultimately tell. Go and subscribe now in iTunes or Google Play. We can't wait.